From the title of the video, you would have already figured that I am going to New York. So exciting! I have never ever been to the US. I've never been that far in my entire life. It's the first time I'm going to that side of the planet. So I'm a little nervous, but mostly very excited. And for the purpose of that, I need to pack my shit. So I have my suitcase over here and I'm going to show you what I've packed. I've actually packed most of the stuff already, but I'm going to show you in order of priority what it is that's going inside my suitcase. This trip is a little open-ended. I'm not sure when we're coming back, but I'm going to show you what we've packed. I also have Taco over here. My cute little doggy dog. Mwah. He knows that we're leaving. Like, I think once the suitcases of the house come out, he just knows that there is an imminent trip that he's not a part of. So he's been a little dull today. It's a little heartbreaking. I wish we could take him, but unfortunately not this time. You might think the most important thing to pack, the first thing that needs to go into your suitcase, is probably underwear, because you're only as strong as the number of clean underwear that you have on you when you're traveling. But no, I have to tell you something. You are only as strong as the number of Hajmola you have on you while you're PMSing when you're traveling. Trust me, there have been trips that I've taken internationally when I'm PMSing so hard and I don't have Hajmola on me, and I've had to like run helter-skelter trying to find an alternative to this, and I have learned my lesson. The first thing that I pack whenever I'm traveling overseas is Hajmola. Like, I wouldn't be caught dead anymore without Hajmola on me when I'm traveling. I am that committed. Like, Hajmola and I have been like this ever since I have been menstrual in my entire life, and this is the thing that carries me through my PMS. So I'm just getting over one round of PMS, but then I'm carrying this anyway. And also, if you're somebody who has like really chatpata cravings during your PMS, you should try this out. This is addictive. Like, I have probably run through 100 bottles of this in my entire life, and they've also like redeveloped the flavor profile of this, but at least it's not gone to a point where I can't have it anymore. So it's either this or like chatpata cranberries, but this is much more cost effective. So this always comes with me. Okay, the next bit that is obviously important is the ability to charge your gadgets while you're there, and therefore a travel adapter. It's simple and straightforward. I got this from Swiggy when I was purchasing my Hajmola today, and yeah, just this. I probably carry it in my handbag. But the next most important thing is undergarments. I put all of my undergarments in this particular bag. This comes in a set of 3, so this is the only one. I have this, I have a smaller size, and then I have the smallest size. My mother-in-law got this for me from Lajpat Nagar yesterday. I'm not sure how much it cost, but this is actually really useful to carry all of your stuff when you're traveling. I think my head is also getting cut off, so I'm going to try and sit a little bit like this so that I am in the frame. Excuse me for this. I'm just winging this video because I've never done this before. So I'm carrying my undergarments. Undergarments is the second, third most important thing when you're traveling. The more you have, the better. You just don't have to panic. There's obviously going to be a few rounds of laundry, so I'm not very worried about it. But then I just like to have a lot of them on me. I also like to carry some of them in my handbag just in case I need it while I'm trying to get to a place. I think you would understand. Next thing to go into my suitcase is obviously my clothing. So I have carried a bunch of pants, a bunch of t-shirts, and a couple of like winter wear because the temperatures there are a little fluctuating and I get cold very easily. So I'm just making sure, no matter wherever I go, by the way, like even if I'm going to like a hot climate, I always pack like a pair of warm socks and at least a jacket that I have on me because I get cold very easily. It takes nothing. It doesn't even take like sub 20s for me to feel chilly. I get cold as soon as the temperature hits under 30. So I packed a couple of winter clothes, and then mostly it's just like summer wear because New York is currently summer over there. So that's the stuff that you'll probably see in the next few vlogs. I'm not like going to go through my wardrobe that I've packed. I don't know what order of priority I'm at right now, but I'm guessing it's point number 4. So the fourth most important thing after clothing, or probably actually before even clothing, is medicines. I'm traveling for a long time. Anything more than like a week is a long time for me, and I'm going for longer than a week. So I have an entire stash of medicines and supplements that I've dedicated this bag to. So I'm carrying like all of the essentials, which is painkillers, antihistamines, paracetamol in case I have fever, and then I have like my stack of supplements. So I have like magnesium glycinate, I have fish oil that I take, and then I also take collagen in the morning. So I have a box of that which I'm going to be drinking religiously every single day when I'm there. I am intending to not skip any of these. So I'm packing all of this in this one particular bag. So this is where I'm carrying all of my stuff for the medicines. And also, by the way, one medicine which I think is super important to carry, especially if you're a female, is the medicines for yeast infection. Like if you're using public toilets or if you've just recently shaved yourself down there are chances of you contracting a yeast infection, and therefore it's very important to carry vaginal tablets or like a clotrimazole. The most recent trip that I took last year when I was in Europe, I contracted a yeast infection and I was so miserable I couldn't travel for 2 days. I had to be in bed for 2 days to recover, and fortunately the pharmacist over there was able to give me medicines, but I have learned my lesson big time. And so I'm always carrying these medicines with me wherever I go. Recommended big time. Okay, and the smallest of all of these bags that I'm carrying with me in my handbag, in fact, is just stuff that I would need while I'm getting there. So what I'm carrying is obviously like a couple of the same medicines that I have in like a bigger stash, but now I'm carrying them like 2-3 tablets of each, just in case I fall sick or like my partner falls sick while we're on our way there. So very important to carry a little bit of like the extra supply of medicines with you that you might need while you're traveling. And then I'm carrying like a sachet of ORS just in case I feel dehydrated. Then I'm carrying a moisturizer, very important to rehydrate yourself, especially when you're on a flight, because flights are super dehydrating to your skin. And then I'm carrying sunscreen because we'll be up there and the sun is harsher up there, and so sunscreen is extremely important. And then I'm of course carrying like a lip balm, and I'll be adding my toothbrush and toothpaste a little later tonight, but that's what I'm carrying with me in my handbag cargo. Oh, by the way, one thing that I forgot to mention is that I'm carrying face wipes with me, whether it's in my handbag or it's in my main check-in luggage. Face wipes are very important just to be on the go, because I'm obviously going to be a tourist and I'm going to be moving around a lot. Very important to have something on hand where you can keep your hands sanitized and also your face in case you're sweating. So I'm packing these with the rest of my medicines. Okay, one really fun thing that I picked up some time ago and I want to show you is this tech kit that I got from Daily Objects. This is basically a case for all of your cables, all of your AirPods, whatever small devices you might have at hand. I have carried this with me previously when I've been traveling abroad, and it's really helpful to keep everything neatly stacked away in just one kit that you can access whenever you want. So this is one thing that I make sure that I'm carrying with me, especially if I'm like on a longer trip. You should check it out. The next thing that I'm carrying is my mic set. I actually don't use my mic set when I'm shooting videos on the go, but that's only because like it's stationary and I'm very close to the camera, so I just speak to the camera and then the audio gets picked up. But then if I'm doing like more vlogs, which I'm hoping to do during my time there, a microphone is super helpful just to like take far away shots or whatever, so I'm carrying this with me. Okay, the next thing that I really want to take, but I'm debating because it just takes up a lot of space, is it's my coffee press and my coffee grinding machine, because I really enjoy making my coffee every single day. It's like a ritual to me where I find it really meditative to just grind my own beans and then like slowly make my coffee and savor it. But then I want to take this with me because I could just try new roasted beans over there, and it would be really interesting to spend my time just experimenting and being able to make coffee at home. But the only reason I don't want to take it is because it is very clunky, this entire arrangement, and it's going to take up like significant space in my suitcase, which I'm not sure I want to dedicate it to. So I'm going to make a decision later tonight, and hopefully I get to take it. I don't know. Of course, one of the most important things to carry is sanitary napkins. You obviously get sanitary napkins over there and it shouldn't be too expensive, but then I just like to take something that I'm already familiar with. So I'm just taking the regular sanitary napkins that I wear. And that's about it. I think this is the stuff that I'm going to be stowing away in my luggage, and I will show you how I've sort of put everything together in my suitcase. Come along. Alright, as you can see, this is what I've put together. I should probably hold it like this. Yeah. So this is what I've put together. I have put all of my clothing over here. This is my tops, my bottoms, my nightwear, and my undergarments, along with the two most important things. And on this side, I'm carrying a jacket, or a sweater in fact, medicines, my tech stuff, and then a pair of running shoes, which is super important because I'm hoping to run during my time there. I would have loved to take him as well. I wish I could just... By the way, one thing I didn't show you was that I'm also carrying my tripod with me. I was using it to shoot this video, so it was out of my suitcase. But I'm also carrying this and This space is hopefully for all the gifts that I intend to buy for my friends and family. And that's about it. If you want to see what's in my handbag, the one that I'm going to be carrying with me when I'm traveling, let me know and I can make a video on it. Bye! See you from New York!